Dear diarrhea, diary full of shit. Just play along, me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, yo, I'm so legit. I'm watching some YouTube, and I've got stuff to watch, to make the rounds and get caught up on my regulars. But I kind of went down some rabbit trails on just random channels, that were popping up as suggestions. And I forget the name of it. I was just looking at it. It was something Insider. It may have been Business Insider, Fox Business Insider, like Fox News. I don't know. I'm not going to put it in a folder, even temporary, for all of my online family and friends who love and adore me and depend on me, to whatever they depend on me for. I don't know. But, they listen in. And it had mentioned, it was the news basically mentioning what I did an audio presentation about it the other day that Mr. Pellet had done. And, they're all kind of, you know what I mean? This is like nothing new. I mean, that's where Mr. Pellet gets his information. He's just looks at internet stories and whatnot. He's a fairly avid, like, YouTuber. I don't think he has the check next to his name. I don't think so. It's amazing how ignorant I am. You look at his channel all the time. Is there a blue check mark next to his name or not? Or no, that's Instagram. That's not YouTube. Now I'm confused. And Instagram just doesn't work now. So I'll try and go about it a different way. But like I said, if they're having issues, if the tech team was over 40, they'd have it worked out within a couple days tops. If the tech team is in their late 20s or 30s, it could take weeks, maybe even months. Because they're all in bed with each other, right? Google and all them, evil little bastards. So they screwed the fucking pooch royally, with their bias AI, bomb, Saturday Night Live episode. Is this real life, bro? Yes, it is. This is not just people talking shit. It's clown world. It's like, no, it is literally clown world. So, no, this person identified as a different gender, different race, um, clown dog, and went to the vet and demanded, you know, service, and she accused him of being a phobist, isms, bisms, bulsums, this, that, and the other. And yes, this is very, very real life. This is not, oh, people be crazy. People are like medically, legally fucking crazy. But here's the thing, they're also sane enough that they can't be diagnosed as legally crazy. There's kind of a side to that. It's like, oh, they're fucking crazy. They do not think right. They do not perceive reality and the world accurately. But they're still, they hold down jobs and they quote unquote function in society. They are members in society that you have to share society with. You jive what I'm saying here? Yes, this is real life. These people are real. They are here. They have been created. They have been molded and shaped and yeah. But anyway, they were talking about how dudes are kind of sissified, and there's the whole thing of a broad when she's young, and then she gets older, and then the older dudes now want to date the younger broads, and they kind of there's like a brief moment where they like cross paths, right? It's like right around age 30, which I guess is like statistically where people get married. But if you miss it, you shoot past that. It's kind of hard because there's a few different ways that it plays out. But basically, broads are shooting themselves in the foot, and nobody wants to date them. And the dudes that they want to date and marry will fuck them, but don't want to, wife them up, and they're looking to get wifed up. They want a kid with Jeremy Meeks, and Jeremy Meeks just wants to fuck them. And in the meantime, now they're older, and Jeremy Meeks, now he's all, he's an old dude, actually. I looked him up. Just is what I do. But he's got a son, by the way, who looks just like him. But, imagine that. Ain't no way that kid's going to look like somebody else. There's a very good chance that several other broads are going to poop out vaginal turds, and they're going to look like Jeremy Meeks. But, yeah. This guy looks like, Martin Short. How come my baby boy looks like Rodney Dangerfield? Not happening. But, anyway, how come my baby girl looks like Rodney Dangerfield? Hey, maybe that's what happened to Mrs. Butthead. I think that may have been, she may have been like a preemie, like just by like a couple weeks, as well as maybe there may have been I think her mother may have tipped the bottle a little bit while she was in the womb. So, but anyway, so, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so it's, it's this sort of thing, and, that they end up settling, for these thirsty chump, beta dudes who are just like, and, it's just sort of a shit deal for everybody. I mean, I guess if you think differently, then the good people can meet other good people, and then they end up getting married, but kind of generally. And like I said, people do date. This is just the overall general overview. There's no relationships anymore. It's situationships. And, because humans are social beings. We need to, well, I say we, but, we need to just interact socially with other humans. It doesn't matter what it is. Situationship, relationship, like I said, in Mrs. Butthead's case, get out the house, get fucked, spend the day doing shit, because she's renting a closet, somewhere, and just her life is kind of poop, and she wants to get married and all that stuff, and here I am talking about her again. Give me a couple weeks, and I won't be talking about her no more. Instagram's down, though, so, But, and I don't know what. Well, I don't know. I guess her friend is just, why does she live and work in Shitville? Why does she not, move to a nice, like, middle class area? Is that just who she is at heart? A gutter rat? Because everybody's got a personality, and everybody's is like a personality type, right? So, maybe she likes the Denver experience, And I don't know her from nothing. Like I said, I don't know if she lives in a shithole apartment, or if she lives in a shithole house, or if she lives in a fancy loft. With like a security guard, that you walk in, you got to get buzzed in, and then you go up to your unit. I don't know. I don't know these things. But, Lodo, the whole, lower downtown, it's a thing. So maybe she's down with that. But, and maybe it's the people. Maybe she's done her research. Maybe, like, if she lived in Broomfield or Westminster, women are married and don't, they wax their vaginas themselves. But broads in Denver purposely let it grow out or whatever, and then go to a stranger, and they're just friends. And they talk about their men and their work and their lives, and fuck, I don't know. But, anyway, the literal, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? I live down here. This is my home. I was born and raised here. I don't know if she was or not. But again, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? You know, your place of business is situated behind a Popeye's chicken, a cash advancing place, and a pawn shop. What's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? So, anyway. Yeah, but every Friday night down at, Julio's Bar and Grill, they have, this little party thing going on. They got these drinks where they glow in the dark and blah, 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 Okay. But I just don't understand it. Because she, Mrs. Butthead, it's like, well, she's got to go almost, life is living her. Life is riding her and putting her away wet, quite literally. But her friend, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, moving on, finally. Damn, Mrs. Butthead and her excruciatingly gorgeous friend. Ooh, damn. But, anyway, it showed Timothy Chalamet. Again, it mentioned him. He's that guy. I wonder if he's aware of that. That's what he's known for. He's the poster child for the many different types of sissy boys. He was called an elf prince. Yeah. And then there was, what was it? Elf princes, baby mamas, baby girls. And it showed some dude who I don't know, and it showed Keanu Reeves. What? You shitting me? I mean, I heard he was a nice guy. And maybe, in real life he's a pushover, but, John Wick. But I get it, Rambo is happens to be Sylvester Stallone, aka Sly, and he's all old and shit now. So I get it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like, okay, I get this, Elf Prince, Chardonnay, plays a king on a TV show. It's like, yeah, that's bullshit. That's a joke. And then in real life, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he looks very soft and feminine. But, yeah, I don't know. And they gave a couple examples, but, and they were like, alpha men, women just want a guy who knows how to start and use a chainsaw, blah, 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 and all that. It's just a basic overview, And, yeah, the guys they want to be with properly, because you can, once they get married, if they kind of get beta-tized, you know what I mean? I mean, you still kind of always have to keep that edge to you, you know what I mean? Here, I'll give you an example, If you turn into the husband who's like, gives your wife a hug and says, I love you, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and that's it, she's going to fall in love with you. You want to do that. But then every now and then you want to just slap her ass in passing and not say a fucking word, And, or something. You're such a sexy bitch. You know that? And then fuck with her, play with her, a little bit, play, you're so lucky to have me in your life, But you don't do that with it. Well, you could do that with the huggy thing, but then it's like a soft, oh, you're so funny. But if it's literally in passing, you're just walking by and just whoop, whoop, pop, kind of an upwards pop, and just don't say a word, and you got to mix it up, and so guess that's all I got to say, baby. I'm going to go buy my skates today, and then we're going to go open skating. Yeah.